And here is what making news today. 6 people are dead and 19 are injured after a shooting at a mosque in Quebec City last night. Quebec police says they are investigating a single suspect in the shooting with a second person who is now considered a witness. 5 people are still in hospital, 2 will need more surgery, while the other 3 are stable and may be discharged soon. Another 13 people have been released, according to a hospital spokeswoman. Police say the men who were killed ranged in age from 35 to 70. 39 people escaped the mosque without injuries. Police also said it's too early to know the motive, what charges may be laid, or when the suspect will appear in court. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau calls the killing a despicable act of terror when he spoke to the House of Commons an hour ago.
Mr. Speaker, it was with shock and sadness that Canadians heard about a despicable act of terror last night in Quebec City. By current counts, 6 people worshipping at the Quebec City Islamic Cultural Center have lost their lives, with many others seriously injured. This was a group of innocents targeted for practicing their faith. Make no mistake, this was a terrorist attack. It was an attack on our most intrinsic and cherished values as Canadians, values of openness, diversity, and freedom of religion. Our hearts go out to the families of the victims. These people were just that, people, ordinary Canadians. They were brothers, uncles, fathers, and friends. These were people of faith and of community. And in the blink of an eye, they were robbed of their lives in an act of brutal violence.
Trudeau is on his way to Quebec City right now. U.S. President Donald Trump called Trudeau earlier today to express his condolences on the mosque attack. Quebec Premier Philippe Couillard also calls it a terrorist attack. Quebec City's mayor was shaken and held back tears while he expressed his condolences to everyone affected by the tragedy. Over the weekend, U.S. President Donald Trump issues a travel ban on 7 Muslim-majority countries. After a weekend of worldwide protests on the executive order, the U.S. administration decided to loosen the restriction on legal green card holders returning to the United States from overseas. The 7 countries are Iran, Iraq, Yemen, Sudan, Somalia, Libya, and Syria. The executive orders also include banning all Syrians to the country and halting refugee admissions for 120 days. Former U.S. President Barack Obama has just released a statement saying he fundamentally disagrees with the notion of discriminating against individuals because of their faith or religion. The response from other countries to Trump's order has ranged from straightforward criticism to a non-committal support. Iran Foreign Affairs Ministry called Trump immigration order insulting and a gift to extremists. Iraq Foreign Minister says it regrets and is astonished by the ban, calling it unfortunate. Britain Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson describes the ban as divisive and wrong, while London Mayor Sadiq Khan says the U.S. government action is shameful and cruel. German Chancellor Angela Merkel says the U.S. government order is not an appropriate response in the fight against terrorism.
Der notwendige und auch entschiedene Kampf gegen den Terrorismus rechtfertigt in keiner Weise einen Generalverdacht gegen Menschen bestimmten Glaubens, in diesem Falle gegen Menschen muslimischen Glaubens oder Menschen von einer bestimmten Herkunft. Das Vorgehen widerspricht nach meiner Auffassung dem Grundgedanken der internationalen Flüchtlingshilfe und der internationalen Kooperation.
Merkel's spokesman says that the chancellor tried to explain the Geneva Convention in a phone call to Trump last week. Around 100 people were held at airports on Friday and Saturday. The American Civil Liberties Union won a federal court decision that put a stay on the detention of people held at the JFK airport. Meanwhile, here in Toronto, at least 100 people against Trump's policy today outside the U.S. consulate in Toronto. Skedline reporter Jake Clutchy has this report.
I'm Jay Clutchy, and I'm reporting live for skedline.com from the U.S. consulate building, where protesters have gathered to stand in solidarity against Donald Trump's recent travel bans. So far, what we've seen today is chanting. We've had groups chanting call and response, so they've been chanting, "This is what democracy looks like." We have a strong police presence here today, and we have about 100 people gathered here so far outside the consulate building, and there's many more expected to come. What's inspired you to come out today?
Because I truly believe in freedom, and I truly believe in human rights.
Okay. Can you tell us a bit about what your sign is and what it means?
Yeah, it's a catchy headline about how cold it is and where I'm from and how much I hate Trump.
We're all human, so be good to one another.
Because I expect it. I expect evil to do evil things. And I truly believe that we are all here to be there for each other, but not this man.
Thanks, Jake. Now we go to Alyssa for sports.
I'm Alyssa Crozen, and here are your top sports stories of the day. The Milwaukee Bucks and fans are concerned for their players as Trump's executive order took effect over the weekend. The Bucks took on the Toronto Raptors on Friday. The team was worried Thon Maker would not be allowed back in the U.S. because of Trump's executive order made earlier in the day. Maker is from Sudan, one of the 7 countries named in the president's ban. Maker was able to return to the U.S. The Bucks' senior vice president, Alexander Lassery, said in a tweet, "I appreciate all the fans' concerns and prayers for Thon. And today, a Sudanese refugee who fled oppression and is an incredible young man will make his second NBA start." The NBA is looking for clarification about the travel ban, as the issues will rise again when teams go to play in Toronto. Moving across the border, the Raptors defeatingly lost against the Orlando Magic last night by 1 point. It was supposed to be a cheerful night for the Raptors after they broke their 5-game losing streak to the Bucks on Friday. "It's as bad as we've played all year," said Raptors head coach Dwayne Casey to Sportsnet, as the Magic ended at halftime with a 60-51 lead. The Raptors came back in the third quarter and started the fourth quarter down by only 4 points. The Raptors lost their touch and were down 15 points with less than 7 minutes left in the game. The final score was 113-114. Even with the loss, Kyle Lowry carried the team with 33 points and 8 assists. DeMar DeRozan had a rusty return with 22 points carried out in 18 shots. The Raptors tip off against the Pelicans at the ACC tomorrow night at 7. Another NHL All-Star weekend has come and gone. Some of your favorite players and celebrities gathered to battle on the ice at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles last night. Justin Bieber got a taste of NHL hockey as he was slammed into the boards by Arizona Coyotes player Chris Pronger during the first half. Bieber responded with an empty net goal and an assist to put Team Gretzky ahead of Team Lemieux. Philadelphia Flyers right winger Wayne Simmons made his first All-Star game debut and scored the winning goal. He was named the MVP of the tournament. Edmonton Oilers centerman Connor McDavid also shone bright in the All-Star game, totaling 3 points for his team's 10-3 win. "Having the top 100 greatest players of all time here makes it even better," McDavid said of the All-Star experience. Canadians dominated at the X Games in Aspen, Colorado this weekend. They won a total of 10 medals over the 4-day competition. Max Perot won gold for the men's snowboard big air final, landing a trick that had never been done before, a quad underflip. His teammate, Regina native Mark McMorris, took bronze in the same event. Canadians also scooped up 2 medals in the debut of a new event called Snow Bike Cross, which uses dirt bikes modified for snow. Brock Hoyer of BC won the gold, and fellow Canadian Cody Matchuk snagged the bronze. It was a record weekend for tennis veterans Serena Williams and Roger Federer at the Australian Open. In women's singles, Serena reigned supreme over her sister Venus in Melbourne. This is Serena's 23rd Grand Slam title in her professional career. For the men, Roger Federer edged out Rafael Nadal to win his 18th Grand Slam title. This is Federer's first major win since Wimbledon in 2012. After 4 sets of back and forth between the two, the 5th set had all the drama that the players were known for. That's your sports news for Monday, January 30th. I'm Alyssa Crozen.
Hello everybody, I'm Devin Imrie, and here's your entertainment news. HMV Canada is closing all of its stores. The struggling chain has not made any payments on its $39 million debt since 2014. According to court filings, HMV has been losing $100,000 a day as consumers have turned to streaming music online. HMV currently operates 102 stores in Canada and employs about 1,340 people. HMV will shut its stores on April 30th. The Oceans trilogy has a new spin-off that features an all-female cast. Sandra Bullock leads her team that includes Cate Blanchett, Sarah Paulson, Anne Hathaway, Rihanna, Awkwafina, Mindy Kaling, and Helena Bonham Carter in Ocean's 8. The film features Bullock putting together a team trying to pull off one of the greatest heists by knocking over the Met Gala in New York City. Ocean's 8 hits theaters summer 2018. Turning to the box office, M. Night Shyamalan's multiple personality thriller Split holds on to the #1 spot for the second week in a row, earning $26.3 million. The controversial film A Dog's Purpose fell far behind as they opened in second place, earning $18.4 million. The film could have easily reached the $25 million mark before the controversy, says an entertainment research analyst. The 23rd Annual Screen Guild Awards turned into a very well-dressed protest against President Trump. Ashton Kutcher opened the evening with a message to those facing discriminations upon Trump's recent immigration ban.
Good evening, fellow SAG-AFTRA members and everyone at home and everyone in airports that belong in my America. You are a part of the fabric of who we are, and we love you and we welcome you.
Many actors, including Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Mahershala Ali, David Harbour from the hit Netflix series Stranger Things, Taraji P. Henson, and Denzel Washington all gave powerful speeches about unity and the fight against those who promote division. Emma Stone collected the Best Actress award for her performance in La La Land, and Denzel Washington won for Best Actor in his performance in Fences. Dolly Parton showed her funny side while presenting her longtime friend Lily Tomlin with the Lifetime Achievement Award. Tomlin won the award for her undeniable mark on film and television and the work she has done on behalf of the LGBTQ community and the homeless. For entertainment news, I'm Devin Imrie. Have a great day.
Thanks for watching. This is Skedline for Monday, January 30th. I am Bernadette Fina signing off from Skedline.